The real story of the Nihilist Penguin. In 2007, on the frozen edge of Antarctica, a camera captured something no one expected. A single penguin walking away from its colony, away from the ocean, away from food, warmth, and survival. Not toward the sea, but toward the mountains. At the time, it was just a quiet moment in a documentary. No music, no captions, no meaning attached. But nearly 2 decades later, this scene would return to the world and stop millions of people in their tracks. This footage comes from the 2007 documentary Encounters at the End of the World, directed by Werner Herzog. While filming penguins near the Antarctic coast, the crew noticed something disturbing. One penguin suddenly broke away from the group and began walking inland. Experienced researchers tried to stop it. They gently turned it around, hoping it would return to the sea. But the penguin didn't hesitate. It turned back again and continued walking, straight toward the vast, empty mountains. Herzog described it as a march that could only end in death, because penguins cannot survive inland. There is no food, no water, no shelter, and yet the penguin kept going. For years, the clip remained mostly unknown, until 2026. Suddenly, the internet rediscovered it. The lonely penguin, the endless ice, the silent walk into the unknown. People gave it a name, the Nihilist Penguin. On social media, the penguin became a symbol of burnout, of isolation, of rejecting expectations, of walking away from a world that feels overwhelming. Captions appeared. Me leaving everything behind. When you're done explaining yourself. When life feels meaningless. The penguin wasn't just an animal anymore. It was us. But here's the truth. The penguin was not making a philosophical choice. It wasn't rebelling. It wasn't hopeless. Scientists explain that this behavior was most likely caused by disorientation, illness, neurological confusion, or stress. Animals don't experience nihilism the way humans do. The meaning came later, from us. We projected our emotions, our exhaustion, our questions about life onto a silent walk across the ice. And that's why this moment feels so powerful, because sometimes a simple image becomes a mirror. The penguin didn't explain itself. It didn't look back. It didn't ask for permission. It just kept walking, into uncertainty, into silence, into the unknown. This is not a story about giving up. It's a story about how humans search for meaning, even in the quiet steps of an animal. It reminds us how deeply we crave understanding, especially in times of loneliness. And maybe the real reason this penguin went viral is not because of where it was going, but because of how many people felt like they were walking the same path. Sometimes a single step says more than 1,000 words, and sometimes the silence speaks loudest.